You are not a number, you are a person. The value proposition of Chino Commercial Bank is customer service at the top level. And so we don't mind if you have a $1 deposit or a $1 million deposit. You are still a customer of the bank.
Hi everyone, it's Amy Valdivia, and this is the Just Ask Upland Podcast, where we are here to celebrate all things business in Upland, especially the chamber members. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you, we have a fantastic chamber membership. We have been voted the best chamber in the Inland Valley, and today I have a guest she is amazing. She is the epitome of what a chamber member can do for the community. I have with me Miss Melba Buenafe-Rey of Chino Commercial Bank. She's not just any old, employee of the bank. She's the regional manager. She's the big cheese, let me tell you. Thank you so very much for being here with me. I truly appreciate it.
And thank you, Amy, for giving me this opportunity to showcase what we do and what we can do for the rest of the community of Upland. So,
of course, and that's actually a perfect segue to the first question.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Melba? Ooh, tell me about Chino Commercial,
okay,
and tell me about this community activism that we know so well that's linked with Chino Commercial.
Okay. Thank you, Amy, for giving me the opportunity to present myself. My name is Melba Buenafe-Rey. And as you said, I'm the Vice President, Regional Manager of Chino Commercial Bank. What that means is that I oversee the business development efforts of the managers and business development officers of the branches that we have here in the Inland Empire. Melba, as a person, is a Filipino by birth, and I came here with my family July 7, 1988. Back in the Philippines, when you have an opportunity to go to the home of the brave, to home of green pastures, which is the United States, it's one opportunity you don't miss. So I took that option and I took that opportunity, forsaking my career there. I was already in banking at the time, and so we came here. My son was at the time just 7 years old. My daughter was 1.5 years old.
Wow.
So when we came here, so the first 90 days was a struggle for me, because finding the right school, finding who's going to take care of them, and at the same time finding a job so that my husband and I will have a 2-income family right here. So working with Chino Commercial Bank, it's a small community bank. We are considered a community bank, but we do the services of the big banks. So we may be considered small, but we do big in terms of, you ask for loans, we have it. You ask for deposit, we have it. What is it missing from the other banks is the personal interaction that I have with you as a business owner. Okay, you are not a number, you are a person. The value proposition of Chino Commercial Bank is customer service at the top level. And so we don't mind if you have a $1 deposit or a $1 million deposit. You are still a customer of the bank. So that's what we value. When you call the bank, there is a human person answering the phone. And the only time we get automated is when we close the bank. But that gets turned off as soon as you call in at 8:01 in the following day, there's a live person answering the phone call. So that's our value proposition. We have served Upland since 2018, and I kid you not, there have been many businesses that we have helped that are based here in Upland, and also the neighboring cities. But I don't know if this will be the right time to tell you, but during the pandemic time,
Please.
During the pandemic time, our bank helped about 684 businesses to get their payment protection program. The PPP funding that we did was a little over $80 million. Wow. Out of that 684, 286 are Upland businesses. And out of that 80 million, 32 million went to Upland businesses. When I say 286, it's because we did not only serve our existing customers, There was a dilemma for non-Chino Commercial Bank customers. They could not find their bank to help them. So our senior management decided, whether you are a customer of the bank or not, we will help you get your PPP. And that made it easy for them to apply with us. Not only that, Chino Commercial Bank is so involved with the businesses that during that pandemic time too, instead of asking the loan customers to make their payments, our senior management made an executive call to defer your loan payment for 3 months. You don't have to pay. Use your loan payments to fund your payroll, your inventory, your utilities. In addition to that, still some businesses could not recover. What did we do? We modified their interest rates. We brought it down so that they can plan their cash flow a little bit more based on that reduced interest rates. So community involvement, we are there. We are there during the worst times, and we were there during the best of times too. Chino Commercial Bank was always there for our small businesses. So
those clients, or they were not clients, seeking your help, have they become?
they have become our customers.
How many of those?
Probably out of those non-existing, I would say about 85 to 90% are now existing customers. And because we were able to help them during the PPP program, now that they were able to recover, they're one of those whose balances are so huge. Big deposits. We have their employees cashing their payroll checks, we come to know who they are. And not only that, we did not stop at PPP. Now they want commercial real estate financing. They want small lines of credit. They want a money market account. They want savings for their children. They want all the accounts that we can offer them. And so it became a full service relationship to that customer.
And that, number one, proves the strength of the bank. Also, the business rebounding, bouncing back.
Yes.
Because the pandemic took out many businesses.
Oh, yeah.
You're able to support multiple businesses
Yes.
that are now thriving again.
That's right. And one thing that happened during the pandemic, Chino Commercial Bank, we never closed our doors during that time. We never did. We maintained the same banking hours, the same banking days, and and our Ontario branch remained open on Saturdays to help. Now, because some banks, they closed their branches. Some banks changed their schedules. So they created more pandemic over the pandemic. So people are we safe? Can we do, there were times that people were withdrawing money in excess of what they're supposed to be because they're so scared that the banks will close. But Chino Commercial Bank, we remained open for them.
And you were able to take care of your own employees as well.
Yes, we sanitized our branches, we sprayed our branches, and we made sure that the employees are taking their swab test all the time. If there's any sign, go home, please rest, and we provided hand sanitizers everywhere. The employees were all taken care of.
Fast forward a couple years later, here we are in a completely different economic environment.
Yes.
And we've seen bank closures. Two things I'd like you to talk about. Number one, what happened? And number two, talk about the strength and the health of Chino Commercial getting through the waters we're navigating right now.
Yeah. Basically, the cause of those failures were more of overextending your capitalization, or you have maximized your capability to lend, to the point that you don't have money to lend anymore, but you still keep on doing that. So a lot of people trusted these banks to take care of their money. Okay. When that announcement came in March 15th, when Federal Reserve said that, these two banks will be closed because of numerous factors, there was a panic. There was a panic in the economic system. What did Chino Commercial Bank do? we did not discourage any of our customers. If you want to withdraw your $1, withdraw it. If you want to withdraw your $1 million, withdraw it. Why? Because we don't want to give that impression that, okay, we're holding back your deposit because do we have money? See? Because the more you restrain the customers from taking their money, the more that impression, are you stable? Should I really take my money or not? So for those customers who feel that, okay, we just want a safe avenue for our money, we gave them the safe avenue. We referred them to other banks who can handle $250 each, $250 each, $250 each. That way, for you, if you were that customer, I gave you a piece of your mind, a peace of mind,
Yes.
because now I know that my money is covered up to the FDIC. Okay. We did not, our senior management said, do not retain these customers just because you're going to lose the branch profitability or the bank's profitability. Don't. Because there is no profitability that will equal the peace of mind of the customers. We said that. Now, those people who took their money, they're now slowly bringing it back. And I would say because we have established that relationship, okay? Mm-hmm. Banking is trusting. If you don't trust me as your account officer, you will not give me your money. If I dress shabbily, will you trust me with your money? You won't. If I drive a very dirty car, will you trust me as your banker? We try to project professionalism. We try to project honesty and integrity, because for us, banking is completely trusting your relationship to somebody inside the bank, and that's your account officer. We have weathered that. The bank has been established since 2000. We have not lost any money. We have not. We have always been profitable. And that's because we have a very conservative visionary, Dan Bowman, our CEO. He knows he's a banker himself, he's a loan officer himself, and he knew what's gonna happen if we do this, what's gonna happen if we do that. So he wants to stay focused. If we can help you today, that other banks is not helping you, what will become of you once 3 years is up? We would like to hear your success story. And we have a lot of success stories because Dan was able to help so many businesses when 2008 happened, everything crashed, They are now as profitable as they can be because we were there during the worst times. And at the same time, we were able to guide them during the best times of their operations too, because you're not always on top. You will always have some kinks there. And Chino Commercial Bank has always partnered with these small businesses. And that's what we're very thankful. Our interaction with our customer is so important, not only to the senior management, but to us, to my team members. You have to answer the phone. You have to treat that person the way you will treat Amy Valdivia. There should be no discrimination. That is our value proposition. That's why I believe that's what makes our bank so strong.
Community outreach.
We have sponsored so many events, so many nonprofit organizations, especially to benefit the developmentally disabled and those that are, the elderly. We have supported those causes too. Any other organizational events that we have here in Upland, we try to support them as much as we could, as much as our budget will allow us, because we know it will eventually benefit the community. So that's how active we are. We are introducing Zelle, and so now everybody is doing Zelle. But this is how you can safely use Zelle. Merchant services, we got the lowest discount price that we can offer so that we can, lowest interchange so that we can offer the lowest discount rates to our business owners. So that's what we do.
Before you came to the U.S.
Yes.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You were in banking in
Yes.
the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why banking?
College days, the group of business students, we were told to develop a business plan. So we established a mock company. And the mentors of those mock companies are actual business owners and decision makers. So they taught us how to manufacture, how to devise a business plan, how to do marketing and things like that. It's the mentorship. And personally, I felt that, I learned a lot from this person because they gave out what they know, they shared what they know with me. So how can I pay that back? So when you have to decide what your business major will be, I chose management and banking and finance. And then when I graduated, I graduated April of April 1975. And so by May of 1975, I was employed by a bank. I started from the very bottom. And so, but then that did not stop me to aspire and be inspired. What made me think banking is when I now was assigned to the branch. And that's where I saw how businesses needs guidance, how businesses need somebody to talk to, and how businesses need somebody to consult with. So that's why I stayed on banking. I could have gone consultancy or some others, but I stayed in banking. And in the Philippines, banking is so different in the sense that we are governed by the Central Bank of the Philippines that can say, you can't do that, you can't do that, just like the Federal Reserve. But the banking system there is so controlled by politics and small, affluential individuals, but that has changed. But the philosophy of being honest and showing how your integrity to these business owners, that made me fulfilled. It made me feel so happy that I was able to help this person. And that's why I stayed in banking. So when I came here, the first choice that I have to do is, should I go retail? Should I sell hamburgers? Should I do this? Because that's how immigrants come.
Right.
You take whatever job will give you money, right?
Right.
But I chose to stay in banking.
Well, and as I'm listening to your journey, it's full circle.
Yeah.
Because Chino Commercial, based off of everything you've said, what a perfect match for you.
It is a perfect match.
You could have gone to numerous banks. How did you come to Chino Commercial?
Okay. I have been to several banks. I started here. I was with Sanwa Bank, and then I transitioned to different banks. I was with a credit union too. I was solicited by California Bank and Trust, Citibank, Bank of America, but then I came to Chino Commercial Bank because there was a point in my life that I was filling out my resume because I was working in LA, and my house is here. So I said I was filling out my resume, and then one time I went to Chino at Rancho, and at the time I was only looking for a friend of mine who's the manager there. But at one point, somebody there said, "Oh, will you be interested in working for us?" And I said, "Well, no, I'm happy with where I am right now, so I'm happy." So, okay. Probably 2-3 years after, this person said, "Are you still happy?" And I said, "Well, let me think about this. I am commuting from Pasadena to over here, and a major medical situation occurred that from Pasadena to come back to Fontana, it took me 2.5 hours while my husband is in Kaiser." So that made me realize, okay, I need to change my life balance. And that's when I said, okay, Chino Commercial Bank, I'm not happy anymore. Will you take me? Sure. So that's how I started. That's 2015.
Wow.
October of 2015 is when I joined the bank. And I've been happy ever since. So
Life balance.
life balance. Mm-hmm.
I know from observing and getting to know you over the course of the last few years, multiple years, family and faith, front and center.
Yes, always.
Tell me more.
Okay. Family, I've always treasured everybody treasured their families, including the fur babies, including the eggs and they are my inspiration. They're my motivation. My husband too is a very, very willing to support me, and whatever I cannot do, he does. So that's the partnership there. My children are all successfully employed, and I have 2 grandbabies who are so beautiful. Two human grandbabies and 3 fur babies.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Yeah. Saturdays and Sundays are dedicated after family time to church. I serve my church. I am on their finance council because they think I'm a banker. I will know how to handle money. I am gifted with a voice that I can sing, so I serve on the music ministry, and I sing at churches, at my masses, and at the same time, I've helped seniors, I've helped babies, I've helped people who are in tendency of mental depression and things like that, so I connect them to different agencies that I know, and so they get the help.
Connecting, you talk about this, and we were talking before we started recording, and this is my connection to you. When I first became a chamber member, deer in headlights. What am I doing? Oh my God, somebody help me. Immediately, you welcomed me.
Thank you.
Immediately, you said, okay, let's start connecting you. And that's something that I've seen from you during the entire time I've known you.
Thank you.
It's about connecting everyone. You talk about what you've done at church. However, your chamber membership, and this is where I want to go with this, your chamber membership, you utilize that to connect the business community.
Yes.
Talk more about your philosophy and the way you do the Melba connection.
Yeah. What I do is, it's always like this. I will try to do everything I can for you. If there's something that I cannot, I'll find somebody for you. So say, for example, my concern here now is I need to help somebody who wants to buy a house. On my networking activity, I will look for the best mortgage lender, the best real estate broker who can help this customer of mine, because in the long run, this customer of mine will say, Melba, thank you for referring Amy to me. She did a wonderful job. Not only did I advertise you, I got kudos, I got brownie points from this person. Now, we do that at the bank too. Every quarter, my CEO will host a luncheon for businesses, right? And it is not to sales pitch the bank, our services, no. We become the conduit between you and 7 other businesses. Amy, for as long as you do this with all honesty and with all sincerity, you will reap the rewards, because you don't overpromise, you don't overcommit, because that will be the downfall of you as a person.
When Melba Ray opens her eyes every morning, the first thing you say to yourself?
Thank you, God. That's what I do.
What's your daily routine?
My daily routine is pray, and then the usual women things. And then as I walk my house, this is what I do. Bye house, see you this afternoon. That's what I do. And then I go off. And I hope nobody laughs, but as soon as I turn on that radio, I have the rosary going on. Yeah. And traveling to Upland, I'm a banker. And the first thing I said, the boss is here, get to work. That's what I do, so.
I have a question.
Sure.
What's your why?
My why is always, what can I do to help you?
In this way that you approach life, and You have been very successful, I might add, because
Thank you.
not only do you have a fantastic position with your company, you have gainfully employed children that
Yes.
can take care of themselves. That alone is the accomplishment, right? Now you have the young college student that walks in your door. They want the job, and they want your advice. What's the number one piece of advice you give?
What is your plan? What do you want? What do you intend to achieve so that I can lead you there? Because if you don't tell me your pathway, I wouldn't know what structure I should provide for you. You have to be honest with me as to what your intentions are. I have always been known as a good mentor and a good coach. But I can only do that if you tell me what your plans are, what your goals are, and I will attune to that.
Now I'm sitting in that seat across from you, and you ask me, what's your plan? And I really don't know, other than the fact that I need a job. So my plan is to dazzle you with my brilliance so you will employ me. But I have no idea what the difference between Chino Commercial Bank is and other banks. Tell me so I can now figure out how I'm going to answer that question.
Okay. If you want to be employed by Chino Commercial Bank, first of all, you have to have the heart, because our value proposition is exemplary customer service. Chino Commercial Bank will nurture you until such time that you are capable of doing things on your own. Probably the first 60 days will be guiding you and will be training you and things like that. Some other banks will just send you off to a training center wherein there's a teacher, there's the books, there's the computer, take it. Us here at Chino Commercial Bank, what makes us different is you have a one-on-one interaction with a person who is either your immediate boss, immediate supervisor, or the person you will work with. Chino Commercial Bank values what you're going to learn, because eventually what you have learned will transpose to a good customer service. That's what we try to teach our employees.
You are consumer direct, true or false?
No. We are basically a commercial bank. We're a business bank. However, we have business owners, we have business decision makers, and we have your employees. Okay? I'm willing to open an account for an employee so that you can save money by not paying the fee to cash your employer's check with me. And by the time I open your account, now I'm teaching you how to use your debit card, how to use your point of sale. I am teaching you how to do good internet banking. So that's the consumer side of it. But if we say generally we are open to consumer, I would say we are more inclined towards businesses, small businesses, medium scale businesses. And from there, we acquire the consumer products. That's how we acquire it.
Thank you for that clarity. I wanted to make sure the listeners knew that, because you're selling your business, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a great place. I want to go put my money there. However, you truly want those individuals that are tied to the business that are banking at your facility.
Yeah. And the other thing that we have implemented recently is, okay, you're a business owner, or probably you are a consumer customer at the bank. You have grandkids, you have young children going to college. We design products to help those. So we have the kids accounts, we have the college bound accounts, we have those accounts too. We're not completely going away from consumer side. We have those too. But the main focus of the bank is on the business side. But that does not mean I cannot open an account for Amy Valdivia personally. I still have that. We still have that capability. It's just that, okay, concentration is this, but we can also help there. So
I want some clarity. What makes you so different from the traditional bank? Because business owners may gravitate to you, but there's more to just having my company's bank account with you.
That will take, for a team member or myself to probe deeper into what your needs are. Because sometimes you can unlock that. So Chino Commercial Bank does not only focus on, okay, you're done. You open ABC company with me. Okay, is there anything else I can do for you, Amy? As an individual, as a business owner? Some, and I would say not all banks will do that, but because they are like so timed, there is a time limit as to, okay, you have to open the account in 15 minutes. You have to open the account in 20 minutes. At Chino Commercial Bank, we will invest the time with you, because as we continue to unravel what your business is all about, now we're coming to know who Amy is. Once you're in front of me, Amy, I will uncover a lot more needs other than just your business. Chino Commercial Bank is good at uncovering your opportunities.
Full service.
Full service, yeah.
Starts with the business, and then the additional product
on the retail side
is
on the
offered
retail
behind
side.
that. Okay.
And the nice thing about that is if I do something good for you, I will ask you, can you refer somebody else to me? So I can provide the same service to you. So that may be a retail account or that can be a business account, but whatever it is, you referred somebody to me. And that is a good way of expanding our services as well. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what makes Chino Commercial Bank totally different. We are for account relationships. We are here to establish account relationships that will be for the rest of your business life.
I want to have a little fun.
Sure. I wonder what that fun is.
As I'm listening to you, partly I'm going, okay, she's talking about Chino Commercial. At the same time, she's talking about Melba Ray and her life approach and how wonderful this partnership is. They merge so well. Imagine you have the golden ticket.
Okay.
You went to the store, picked it up, scratched it. There's $1 million. What do you do with it?
I'm going to go to Spain.
We're in Spain because now you got me really excited.
I know. And the reason for that is because Philippines was conquered by the Spaniards. And that's how Catholicism came about. So if I need to get a deeper understanding of my faith, I'm going to go to Spain. Wow. But I'm going to deposit first that whatever is left, I'm going to deposit that at Chino Commercial Bank. Because I know I can use my debit card in Spain.
And you need to make sure you know that the path up there is working, right? You need to have the full. I did not expect that answer at all. I truly thought you were going to give it to the church or something like that.
No.
You want to know the history, the roots.
But the roots of the Catholic faith. So what do you think that's going to happen? Once I have the roots of the Catholic faith, now I can filter it through the rest of the church community. See, it falls down to church community.
Wow, that's full circle. It's all about community and everything you can offer. And
that's funny.
I see it in everything you do. And we're talking about a chamber membership, yet it's truly just serving.
Yeah.
And that's your whole approach.
Yeah, serving the community because the community has done so much for us as a bank and as a person. Community has done so much of give back, pay back, and of course him. That's why sometimes when I'm at events and they do they do the pledge first, and I said, ooh, I think that is wrong. You have to do prayer first and then the flag. And I'm so, I'm so.
You're faithful.
Yeah, so I just have to thank God every day for that. So, yeah.
Well, this has been quite a pleasure for me, and I'm grateful for your time. This is just amazing because the spirit of this whole podcast is about the chamber and how we support each other and the community at large.
And if I may address the listeners, okay?
Please.
Affiliate yourself with a chamber. And the reason for that is the chamber bridges the gap between community and the and your institution. It serves as the bridge. If you fail, or if you are not interested in becoming a chamber member, be a guest and see what's happening during an event. See how networking goes, and see to your own benefit what's in it for me. Will it be a good investment of my dollar? For me, as an individual and as a business person, organization, I have whatever money I have paid towards my dues here, I have gotten that back by the number of relationships I have developed, by the number of relationships that were referred to me, and number of relationships that I have referred out. You know, it pays to be a chamber. It pays really, really good to be a chamber member. And if I may add, it also pays to have a good banking relationship with an account officer.
Small Business of the Year as well.
Small Business of the Year. And we were chosen by the Spirit of the Entrepreneur by Cal State San Bernardino. We were one of the top finalists for financial services category. So we were given that recognition too. And so I feel honored. I thank you, Amy, for giving me this opportunity. It's a pleasure talking to you about our bank and sharing with you how we help our community. In good times and in bad, we are there for you.
There's no need for me to wrap up. She did my job for me. Thank you so very much. How wonderful. Thank you.